Welcome to the Miami Heat Zone podcast. Guys, we're pushing to 6,000 subscribers. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. We are going to keep you guys up to date with all the Jimmy Butler trade rumors. So, by the way, the extension Jimmy Butler was seeking was 2 years, $113 million. Butler was disappointed with the Heat because they declined to give it to him via Anthony Chang. Now, listen to what Charles Barkley said, because, listen, guys, at the end of the day, I know people were saying, but Jimmy just wanted one more year. Whatever he wanted, Pat Riley wasn't comfortable giving it to him right now. Pat Riley never said he wasn't going to give him an extension or give him his money. All he was saying is play out this season and we'll talk about it later. And if anything, he can opt into $52 million next season, and he's currently getting paid $48.8 million right now. But listen to what Charles Barkley says.
That's my point.
I play hard, you just say he doesn't have joy in it.
Oh, no, first of all, that's total bull.
But joy makes you play hard.
Stop it, man.
This
is
not the podcast.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't want to hear all that stuff. This is all about money.
Of course it is.
So don't tell me he's out no joy, all this. He wants a long-term contract.
And the guy said
don't
no,
give
so
me
his
that.
joy is gone.
He's good enough to say, I deserve a long-term contract. Said no.
Okay,
so Pat Riley said no.
His joy is gone. You're right. So you're right.
He's going to make $55 million next year.
So what? Listen, there's a lot of bums making similar.
It's not the point. You have a contract, Shaq. You don't get to say, unless you extend me, I'm just going to quit playing.
He never said he's going to quit playing. Don't do it.
Well, he say he ain't got joy anymore.
Yeah, but
I bet he'd get joy if he gave him 3 more years.
Jimmy Butler and quit. You can't even put that.
So Charles Barkley, he's absolutely right. For Jimmy Butler to come out and say that he doesn't have joy. So what does that mean? That means what? He's not happy playing basketball? Does that mean he's not going to try? I mean, remember, the Miami Heat already accused Jimmy Butler of not trying. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should we be paying Jimmy Butler $113 million? Do you guys think he's worth that? Do you guys believe in paying players for what they've done in the past? But you guys also have to remember, the Miami Heat gave Jimmy Butler $150 million after the bubble, no questions asked. They gave him his money already. So for him to be mad and moping and crying about not getting the extension right now, when once again, all Pat wants Jimmy Butler to do is go out there and try. And for you to go out there and half-ass and take one-legged threes, why on earth would Pat Riley be inclined to give you an extension? And I'll always say this, what Jimmy Butler has done with this Miami Heat team, no other superstar in the NBA could have done it. Not with this ragtag crew of undrafted guys, Bam Adebayo, and then inconsistent Tyler Hero up until now. So at the end of the day, like I said, do I think that Jimmy Butler is worth $113 million? I don't think so. The Phoenix Suns, they're saying right now they're willing to give him a lucrative contract and they're willing to pay Jimmy Butler that type of money. Obviously, with Bradley Beal and the no-trade clause, that's pretty much what's holding everything up. Do I see the Miami Heat just trading Jimmy Butler for anything? No, because Jimmy Butler, listen, even though he's 35 years old, I'm pretty sure we can get decent value. The Miami Heat, they do not want to take on any long-term salary. So here's the report right here. So in any Butler trade, Miami wants to acquire a quality player or players who can help them this season. That will be the top priority for Miami. The Heat also don't want to take back long-term salary that will clog its salary for the 2026 unless it's for a top-end all-star talent. And I'm sorry, guys, the Miami Heat are not going to get any type of all-star top-level talent for Jimmy Butler. I think the best trade scenario for the Miami Heat is for us to get a guy like Brandon Ingram, 27 years old, and he's averaging 24 points per game. I think that's the best scenario, and maybe a first round. And if we want to get real bold, 2 first-round picks. That's the most. That's the most we're going to get. But at the end of the day, listen, we can always agree to disagree. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, that Jimmy Butler, he has to be out there. He's under contract, like Charles Barkley says, making $48.8 million. As long as he's out there, that's all that matters. We could talk about the contract later. I understand that Pat Riley failed in this Jimmy Butler era to improve the roster. But right now, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should Jimmy be paid? Should he be traded? And what do you guys think that we can honestly get for him in terms of young players, first-round picks, second-round picks? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And is Charles Barkley wrong? Hit that subscribe button.